Anna, a kind-hearted nurse, was just finishing her long shift at the hospital. One evening she noticed a patient named Tom, a man who looked anxious and unsettled. Taking a few moments, she sat with him, offering comforting words to calm his nerves. Little did she know, this simple act of kindness would change her life forever. Hours later, she found a mysterious note on her car that left her in shock. Hi everyone, welcome to Mystic Tales. Today I am excited to share a new story with you called Let's Get Started. Anna was a nurse at a busy city hospital. She had worked there for over 5 years. Her days were long, filled with endless responsibilities, and the weight of caring for patients often stayed with her even after she left work. Lately, she had been feeling more tired than usual, both mentally and physically. Despite this, she always made an effort to treat every patient with care and kindness. One evening, after a particularly challenging shift, she was preparing to leave when she noticed Tom. He was a middle-aged man, sitting alone in the corner of the room. His hands were trembling, and there was a worried look in his eyes. Tom was anxious, waiting for test results that could change his life. His nerves were clearly getting the best of him. Anna had already finished her duties for the day, but something about Tom's unease made her pause. She approached him gently, offering a warm smile. "Hey, how are you feeling?" she asked, her voice soft but reassuring. Tom looked up, his eyes filled with uncertainty. He hesitated for a moment before speaking. I'm just scared," Tom admitted. "I don't know what's going to happen." Anna sat down beside him, taking a moment to listen. She understood the fear that came with waiting for test results. She had seen it many times before in her career. Without saying much, she just stayed with him, offering a few comforting words to help ease his anxiety. "It's okay to be scared," she said, placing a hand on his shoulder. "Whatever happens, you don't have to go through it alone. You're in good hands here." Tom nodded slowly, taking in her words. The tension in his face seemed to ease just a little. For the first time that evening, he smiled, even if just for a brief moment. Anna spent the next few minutes chatting with him about small things. His family, his favorite hobbies, just enough to distract him from the waiting. After a while, she had to leave, but she felt good knowing she had made a small difference in Tom's evening. As she walked out of the hospital, Anna thought about how small acts of kindness could sometimes be more powerful than she realized. To her, it was just a brief conversation, but to Tom, it might have been exactly what he needed at that moment. That night, she had no idea how this simple gesture would lead to something far bigger. Her life was about to change in a way she couldn't imagine. After leaving the hospital, Anna felt a small sense of relief wash over her. The night air was cool, and the streets were quiet as she walked to the parking lot. Her shift had been long, but knowing she had been able to ease someone's worries, even for a moment, brought her a bit of peace. It was moments like this that reminded her why she became a nurse in the first place. When Anna reached her car, she noticed something unusual. A small, folded piece of paper was tucked under the windshield wiper. Her first thought was that it might be a parking ticket, but as she got closer, she realized it wasn't. There were no official markings, just a plain, simple note. She hesitated for a second, glancing around the empty parking lot. No one else was around. Slowly, she took the note from the windshield, unfolded it, and read the message inside. The words were brief but left her stunned. "Thank you for your kindness. It meant more than you know." There was no name, no signature. Just those few words, scribbled in handwriting she didn't recognize. Anna stood there for a moment, her heart racing. She couldn't help but wonder who had left the note. Could it have been Tom? Was it someone else she had helped that day? The thought that someone had gone out of their way to leave this message left her feeling both touched and puzzled. As she sat in her car, her mind began racing with possibilities. Why would someone leave her this note? What had she done to deserve it? She thought back to her conversation with Tom. He had seemed genuinely thankful for her time and words. But this note felt different, like there was something more behind it. The quiet of the parking lot suddenly felt heavier. The mystery of the note lingered in the air as Anna drove home, her thoughts filled with questions. She couldn't shake the feeling that this wasn't just a random act of gratitude. There was something deeper here, something she didn't yet understand. Over the next few days, Anna couldn't stop thinking about the note. It seemed like such a simple gesture, but the more she thought about it, the more mysterious it became. There were no clues as to who had left it. She thought of asking her coworkers if they had seen anything, but it felt odd to bring it up. After all, it was just a thank you note. Or was it? As the days passed, Anna continued with her routine. Her shifts at the hospital were as busy as ever, and she saw dozens of patients each day. But every now and then, her mind would wander back to Tom. She wondered how he was doing. Had his test results come back? Was he feeling better? Then, one evening after another long shift, something strange happened. As Anna walked out to her car, she noticed a familiar sight. Another note, this time tucked under her windshield wiper again. Her heart skipped a beat as she approached the car. She picked up the note with shaky hands and unfolded it quickly. The message was short, but this time it left her even more confused. Keep being kind. You'll see why soon. Anna stared at the note, her mind spinning. What did this mean? Was it from the same person? Was it Tom again? Or someone else? The mystery deepened, and now it wasn't just a simple thank you. It felt like something bigger was happening. But what? As she drove home that night, Anna couldn't help but feel a growing sense of unease. The note seemed almost like a warning or a message meant to prepare her for something. But for what? And why her? She decided not to tell anyone about the second note, at least not yet. She wanted to see if anything else happened before jumping to conclusions. But deep down, she knew something was coming. She just didn't know what it was, or how it would affect her life. A week passed, and Anna still hadn't mentioned the notes to anyone. She was starting to wonder if she was overthinking things. Maybe it was just someone being nice, or maybe it wasn't even meant for her specifically. But that uncertainty lingered in her mind, and the strange feeling that something more was going on stayed with her. Then, one evening, after another shift at the hospital, something unexpected happened again. As she walked to her car, she immediately noticed something different. This time, it wasn't just a note. Sitting on the hood of her car was a small box, neatly wrapped with a simple ribbon. Anna's heart raced. She glanced around the parking lot, but just like before, no one was there. It was quiet, with only the distant hum of traffic from the nearby road. She picked up the box and slowly unwrapped it, unsure of what she would find inside. Inside the box was something simple, but incredibly personal, a small silver necklace with a pendant shaped like a heart. And there, tucked underneath the necklace, was another note. This one was just as cryptic as the others. You're doing more than you know. Keep being who you are. Anna's hands shook as she read the message. Who was leaving these notes and gifts? Why were they paying so much attention to her? The words felt meaningful, but also unsettling. It was clear now that whoever this person was, they were watching her closely. The necklace was beautiful, but Anna couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right. Was this someone's way of showing gratitude? Or was it something more? She thought back to Tom again. Could he have been behind all of this? But he didn't seem like the type to leave mysterious notes and gifts. That night, as Anna lay in bed, her mind wouldn't stop racing. The notes, the necklace. It all felt too strange. She thought about telling someone maybe a friend or a coworker but she hesitated. What would she even say? That someone was leaving her cryptic notes and presents? It sounded odd, even to her. But one thing was clear, this wasn't a coincidence anymore. Someone was going out of their way to send her a message, and whatever that message was, it felt like it was building up to something. Anna just didn't know what that something was, or when it would happen. A few more days passed, and though the mysterious notes and the necklace weighed on her mind, nothing else happened. Anna tried to go back to her normal routine, focusing on her work and the patients who needed her. But in the back of her mind, the unanswered questions remained. Then, one evening after another long shift, she found herself in the hospital parking lot again. As she approached her car, her heart sank. This time, something even more unsettling was waiting for her. Instead of a small note or gift, there was a long letter taped to her windshield. The handwriting was the same as before, but the letter was much more detailed. Anna's hands trembled as she carefully peeled it from the glass and unfolded it. The letter began by thanking her again for her kindness, but then it took a turn. I know you must be wondering who I am and why I'm doing this. The truth is, I've been watching for some time. I didn't want to alarm you, but I needed to let you know how much your kindness has meant. You saved me that day more than you'll ever know. Anna's heart raced as she continued to read. The letter went on to explain that the writer had been in a dark place struggling with personal demons, feeling lost and hopeless. But her simple act of kindness, her decision to sit with him and talk, had changed everything. I was planning to end my life that night, the letter continued, but your words made me feel like someone cared. Like I wasn't alone anymore. You gave me a reason to hold on. Anna's eyes filled with tears as she read the final lines. I know this all may seem strange, but I had to let you know the impact you had on me. I will never forget what you did. The necklace is a small token of my gratitude, a reminder that kindness can save lives, even when you don't realize it. Please, never stop being who you are. The letter wasn't signed, but by the time Anna finished reading, she didn't need a signature. She knew it was Tom. He had never mentioned how deeply he was struggling, but her small gesture had changed everything for him. Anna sat in her car for a long time, holding the letter in her hands. She couldn't believe that something so simple just taking the time to listen and offer a few comforting words had made such a profound difference. She had been so focused on her own routine, her own struggles, that she hadn't realized the power of her actions. The mystery was solved, but what lingered was the deep sense of responsibility. Anna realized that her kindness, though small in the moment, had rippled out in ways she never could have predicted. Tom's life had been saved because of a single conversation. As she drove home that night, the weight of the notes in the letter faded, replaced by a new understanding. Her actions, her words had meaning. And she would carry that with her from now on, knowing that the simplest acts of kindness could change lives.